Hello everybody and welcome back to Wuthering Waves, where I love that I could literally not have to edit the video in the filter kind of way, because I always put a saturation filter on, because I believe that the saturation filter always makes the game look better. For the most part it does, but not every time. Sometimes it's too much, and that's actually why I'm not putting the saturation thing up to 100, pre-editing, because what if we run into a scene where having it saturated would look really bad? Like, say you're in a world of just orange, and then it's all just very bright orange, and you can hardly see, and it will hurt someone's eyes. We don't want to do that. Anyway, with the new update, camera shake intensity, they put that up now? Cool. Anyway, with the new update, we got a lot to do, and we're gonna go do that. Also, fun fact, where is he? We got Orange in the game. Last night he unlocked co-op, and I'm gonna be playing that with him, but I have got to unlock Arrow Rover at the very least, which is the new rover that we've all been waiting for, so let's get in there as fast as possible. I hope...
I received Chacona's memo. To think the head of the Thessalians approached you when I was still in negotiations with her emissaries. Was it meant to be a diversion all along? They invited you and you alone. As a Montelli, I'm in no position to intervene. That being said, if the Thessalians try anything against you, I'll get you out. Even if it means storming through their front gates. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for more information and the person Cartathea mentioned to you. I'll call you as soon as I find anything.
Got it.
I wanted to say, I hope that the voice act... Last night there was an issue that I believe it was the issue because so many people were on the game because they really wanted to play this update. So, I hope that, with this... that issue that was happening where randomly the dialogue would be cut completely from a cutscene or just something, a character would just stop talking, the music would cut out, the sound would cut out, then the voices are out. It's like, I hope they have that fixed, otherwise I can't progress with the story today.
Now, if you'll please just follow me.
Quite a nice looking place.
One moment, please. I shall inform Milady of your arrival.
That won't be necessary. To keep our honored guest waiting would be most improper. Especially when it was I who extended the invitation. Cantarella Physalia, 36th matriarch of the Physalia family. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Honorable Laureate, the new crown of the Carnival.
Just Alex will do.
Very well. If you insist, I see no reason to refuse. You may also call me Cantarella. Now, shall we proceed to my study?
Man, it's just gonna be so hard for me to remember how to actually say this woman's name. What's she saying? Cantarella? That just sounds so difficult to say. I hope I'm going the right way. Hello. Oh, there she is. Look at what this woman is wearing. Like, what the hell?
Won't you have a seat?
Oh, I am
I
not
hope
drinking.
you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the incident with Gilberto. Members of the family may have troubled you, but there is no stain that can't be washed away. Every sorrow has its own way of fading, don't you think? You still hold a grudge? Won't you accept my apology?
Like, no need for this.
I see. Let's set aside such past unpleasantness for the time being. I invited you here to ask that you might serve as a mediator.
Before we get into that, there's something I want to know.
I imagine it concerns the Physalia family's true beliefs. It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving. But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion on the current state of Raguna?
Peaceful. In a way that feels wrong.
So you've noticed something is amiss? As expected, from someone who's felt the weight of a Threnodian invasion firsthand. And what exactly do you find most unsettling?
Why haven't the Thenodian and the Sentinel ever shown themselves?
Because the Threnodians' invasion of Raguna has long since concluded. The Threnodian, so named Leviathan, possesses the power to merge and assimilate. It uses distorted beliefs to spread a spiritual plague that slowly devours civilizations from within. Though the previous two attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Raguna has already been snapped in half. Now the blissfully ignorant masses walk hand in hand toward an abyss they cannot see. Friend or foe? As a newcomer to this land, can you really tell them apart?
Are you implying the Order worships the Threnodian? You're one to talk, given how strange your family's been acting.
Yes. And no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Threnodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth. We've always been under its whispers. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. Now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, you will carefully consider my request. Come. The truth you seek lies in the deepest part of the castle.
Well, that would mean
It's
down,
thick
right?
with dust. Hard to believe they're truly worshipping it.
Curious about that statue. It represents the unbroken friendship between the Thessalius and the Order. But in the eyes of outsiders, it is more a symbol of defeat and submission. This is it.
I was gonna say, do I
Are
need to
you
activate the other
prepared?
side?
Yes.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave. Even if you want to.
Excuse me? I thought she was gonna close. It would have been so much better if she closed the thing on us. Oh my god, we really get it that fast? No way. We really do get the new power that fast. We're gonna turn into Link.
Just as I expected. The Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in the sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind. Not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator.
It's much easier said than done.
In return, I will agree to whatever condition or request you make.
Okay. Oh no, never mind. No, okay. He just said no. Yeah, okay. I mean, I thought he would have just... I'm so... That's actually kind of a surprise to me. Usually protagonists are usually like, alright, whatever, I'll do whatever you want. I'll help you out. But he actually said that actually isn't possible. Anyway. Jue is still in the middle of recovery. It's hurt. It can't come. A weakened god has no chance.
I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Renacita. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order's unwelcome attention.
there might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you've described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Renacida. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate?
The stained glass had these images.
The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact.
That's not how Jue found the resonator.
That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and the artifact used to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
Then, what about Cardathea?
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the maiden was already dead.
What? Are you saying the real maiden was already chosen?
In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers. While overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathea's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the sonorosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinchi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening? If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
Man, Rover is really saying, it's my turn. Would you mind if I tried to pull out the sword?
I suppose all that's left is its symbolic value. However, do handle it with care. It is a family heirloom. I've heard of your unique methods and formidable strength.
Here goes nothing. It was just that easy.
Rover, who are you really?
Jue calls me the Arbiter.
The
If that's what you-
Sentinel's
yeah.
arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me.
The way that he smiles, this asshole knows he's him. Oh my god.
I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity, and yet, here you stand, the arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master?
Keeping it as Alex is fine. Now let's get back to the matter at hand, please.
Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink of chaos?
We have a deal.
Turvin can only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator's Sonorosphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you're the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonorosphere?
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Thessalia estate that
It's
leads
just,
directly to...
as of right now, this is still just a key. Like a key item. It is not the weapon yet. That will become an actual weapon. Also, I have to mention this. I saw this last night when Orange went and did the quest. This picture is entirely different depending on the gender. When you're playing as male Rover, Gian is holding the Gullpuff that's really pissed off in front of male Rover. Interesting.
Why do the Thessalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonorosphere?
Before it became a sonorosphere, it was a seminary known as the Avenolium. The martyred maiden once pursued her studies there. A superficial harmony needed to be maintained between the Thessalias and the Order, and this underground cable car was intended to send scions of the family to school. The elevator is merely a later addition I had built for easy access.
You can't even see anything. What up? Well,
You
alright.
seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I'd like to share a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of time before they meet. Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh, and what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse, a mystic, obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor? Those kinds of
He just
rumors.
brings that part up.
A recluse? On the contrary,
You've poisoned your
I've been
mother.
searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
All the affairs of Huanglong states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh?
I kinda can't blame her
I
for
assure
killing
you,
her mother.
This is no jest. We Thessalians have lived under the Threnodians' whispers for generations. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Thessalia tradition dictates that the successor usher them into eternal slumber, with a poison of their own making. My succession ritual? Well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
How long has this been going on?
For centuries. Every generation.
The only thing that I don't like about her is we see the Thessalians as enemies in a sense, and that she
Outside, they call
poisoned
me the
Montelles,
Bane,
which I
but
don't think she
historically,
had to
every
do
head
that.
of the Thessalia family has carried such a title. It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet.
Like, yeah, she did poison a couple Montelles, and who knows how many other people she's poisoned, but her mother is a different story.
We've reached the old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the Sonorosphere itself lies at
I
its
can't change
center.
characters.
We shall continue on foot from here.
Yeah, I actually can't change characters. I did kind of, you know what's sad is I did kind of want her. I prepared for her, literally. I farmed Warlei for her, but then my polls got bad and I only got Camellia after losing a 50-50, and I need to save up for Shorekeeper and pray to God I don't lose the 50-50 a third time in a row, because I will cry.
Strange. This area was clear of tacit discords on my last visit. And there's no tacit field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonorosphere itself? Or from the abyss? Hey?
God, she has really good
Didn't think
attacks.
there would be goalpuffs here.
Interesting. I've never seen such little creatures before. Would you mind sparing a few for me?
I'd better not ask what she plans to do with it.
The road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
The second dark tide. It occurred right here at the Avenolium, the largest seminary ever built by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trials and was crowned by the Order. A day when belief burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Rinascita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from memory. I was there when it all happened, still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Turvin.
Holy shit. Whoa.
The gateway into the Sonorosphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Turvin is the key to entering the Sonorosphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a blessed maiden?
But you said you left yourself a message saying that the maiden was dead.
That's why I sought aid from the other Sentinels. It's a shame they all refused. Luckily, you've brought me a new hope.
'Cause every night I will save your life.